Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Part 3 of my top 15 worst Mavericks. Look, I know this part is kind of overdue, but I've been through a lot lately. I've been trying to babysit my baby sister. I've been trying to spend time with my family. Trying to watch certain animes that piqued my interest or trying to catch up on some of them. But the point is, here we are. Part 3, top 15 worst Mavericks. Let's finish this. Starting with number 5. Flameheart from Megaman X7. Yeah, y'all knew that there was going to be an X7 Maverick in the top 5 sooner or later, as that game had the absolute worst lineups of Mavericks through all the X series. Okay, now that we got that, let's discuss some elephants in the room. Yes, this is not an April Fool's joke. You're not blind. You did not misread this. Flameheart, who is the most hated Maverick of all time by the entire community, is only my number 5 worst Maverick. But before we get to what makes him so infamous, let's go back to see why he is such a hated Maverick. First, the design. A hyena design based Maverick sounds like a cool idea, but unfortunately, it was botched. I mean, look at the face. He looks like he's freaking bored. And I can somewhat relate to that expression because that's what his stage is. Boring. For a fire-based Maverick, similar to Blaze Heatniks, there are barely any fire gimmicks. All there is just lava. No fire pillars, no fireballs, just lava. The stage itself, again, it's boring. Now, the 2D section isn't so bad, minus those fucking annoying laser things, but the 3D is where it gets bad so quickly. Because of X7's atrocious camera, you're not going to be able to see you can barely see what's ahead of you. And I remind you, you have replays to save. And because of the awful pushback or knockback that X7 has, you're going to be falling into the lava with a one-hit KO. And now let's talk about his boss fight. The way this boss fight works, there are 3 Flame Hyennards. When in the start, 2 Flame Hyennards come down and attack you, and both of them are clones. No matter how much time you shoot each one of them, the health won't go down. The real Flame Hyennard is on top of a machine gazelle, what the fuck that's supposed to be, and because of the fact that the machine has no friction, you're going to be flying all over the place. The only way you're supposed to beat him is to use Zero and use his version of the weakness, but not even that gets rid of what is the most infamous part about Flame Hyennard. His constant yelling. Burn to the ground, you're going to be hearing him say that non-stop. And his weapon, they're pathetic. They are all pathetic, regardless of which character you use. So, even though Flame Hyennard is a hated Maverick, why is he only number 5? Well, that's for 2 reasons. One, let's admit it, the burn to the ground, as repetitive it is, it's so bad it's funny, but you can just laugh how terrible that line is. And for my second reason, I just find the 4 other Mavericks worse. I actually find the last 4 Mavericks worse than him. Again, that's just from my expression. Or experience, I'm sorry. I just think there are 4 Mavericks worse than him from my experience. Number 4. Metal Shark player for Megaman X6. I am seriously starting to see a trend here. Cool design, bad execution. Look at this. The design, it's the only good thing I can say about this Maverick. And everything else, like many of the ideas in X6, it goes downhill really quickly. Okay, similar to Volcatfish, why is Metal Shark player's level not water-based? He's a shark. It's in his freaking name. He even carries an anchor. Why is it not a water level? You know what his level is? It is a trash compactor. It is an instant kill if you get underneath it. And it's not like for one particular small section. No, it's the entire stage. From the beginning all the way to the end, including the alternate path. There is a trash compactor that is trying to squish you into robot pancakes. And there is barely anything you can do about it. The only thing you can do about it is jam it with the ride armor. For the first part. Once you reach the second part, no, you have to deal with that trash compactor non-stop. And because of the awful placement of the nightmares, it can get aggravating, causing you to get crushed, losing one life. And his boss fight. It isn't so bad, but it's not good either. The only thing that's really unique about him is the fact that he can create one of three magmas from previous games. Sting Chameleon, I think Magma Centipede is another one, and I forgot who the third one was. Now let me ask one quick question. Considering that this guy is a shark-based Maverick, why is his weakness water? I don't care about the whole realism about the, water to metal thing, no. There is no excuse why Metal Shark's player's weakness should be water. Hell, yet Stingray is made of metal, yet he has no problem going in water. So what's this guy's excuse? Again, I don't care about realism in a Mega Man X game. I don't care about the whole, will metal happens if there's water. No. No. And his weapon, it's a bouncing anchor. And Zero is just a downhill giant sword slash. Both of them, they kind of suck. Especially X's charged up version. It might have been a cool Giga attack of some sort, but no, if you get hit by it, the attack stops. Yeah, way to be a disgrace to the Shark family, you big metal piece of shit. Number 3. Optic Sunflower from Mega Man X8. You know, it's really a damn shame. It really is a damn shame. I mean, a plant-based Maverick. Capcom has done that perfectly before. Remember Axel the Red from Mega Man X5? Look how badass that design is. Or hell, even Split Mushroom from X4. Yeah, not many people like him, but you gotta admit, he did have a good fight and a kick-ass weapon. Not the same with Optic Sunflower, though. What the hell is that supposed to be? It's literally a ripoff of Cyber Peacock from X4. The minigame whole aspect, how fast you can do this, taking place in cyberspace. Original man, do not steal! His boss fight. Her boss fight. It's boss fight! Seriously, the way it stands, it looks like the man. The voice sounds more female, but it's a boss fight. All it is just laser, and it's honestly pathetically easy, even without his weakness weapon. Her weakness. Its weakness weapon. It's just lasers, occasional speed, laser, and wrapping around. And its weapons, well, X's weapon's useless, Zero's weapon's useless, and Axel's weapon, it's semi-decent, I guess. And the only reason why he's not whatever this Sunflower's supposed to be, it's not in the top 2 is because of one cool Easter egg. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. You have data from Command Mission, you can access an extra boss fight with Cutman with 8-bit spray. That is the only thing that saves this thing from being in the top 2. Number 2. Tornado Chunyin from Mega Man X7. Okay. An onion. Onion. That's all you need to hear. Onion. No, it's not like with Axel the Red where he can make a plant like a rose as a badass Maverick. No, this Maverick is based off a vegetable. A mother effing vegetable. That's the first sign of badness. Second sign of badness. The stage, it's a spiral, which I guess kind of fits the whole tornado thing and it has a rotating thing to it, but there's barely anything in it. All there's just enemies, it's empty, it's slow, the mini-boss is lousy, and do we even need to talk about the design again? It's not even an onion. It looks more like a pumpkin. I would have settled for Pronado Pumpkin, that's its real name, since he looks more like a pumpkin than an onion. And what else can I say about this guy? His boss fight? It's so damn predictable. He can do a tornado, he can shoot out onion layers. Like, what? This is beyond embarrassment. Design, boss fight, stage, voice is annoying. However, even with all those said, the only thing keeping Tornado Chunyin at number 2 is that his weapon is decent. It's not the greatest, it's not good by any means, but I wouldn't say it's terrible either. It's just decent to me. Which is more I can say with my number 1 choice. Who is it? Well, first let me give you some dishonorable mentions, really quickly. Okay, no more fooling around. So, if Flameheart is not my least favorite Maverick, if Metal Shark Player is not my least favorite Maverick, if Optic Sunflower is not my least favorite Maverick, if Tornado Chunyin is not my least favorite Maverick, who is? Which Maverick, from my experience, do I think is worse than all 4 of them combined? Well, my opinion still hasn't changed. If you all remember from my first list who number 1 is, yeah, it's him. My opinion has not changed. My number 1 least favorite, worst Megaman X Maverick of all time, in my opinion, is, you guessed it, Vanishing Gunkaroo for Megaman X7. This Maverick. Yeah, Flameheart, I can see why people can consider Flameheart the worst Maverick because of his annoying screaming, but that's only because, again, you're screaming. You guys didn't care about this. You guys barely cared about the stage, the actual boss fights, or any of that, which are all terrible, but the scream is the only thing Flameheart is remembered about. As for Vanishing Gunkaroo, he fails in every single category of a Maverick. Stage, design, boss fight, weapon, even music. Let's talk about his stage. Oh god, his stage. Say what you will about Flameheart's stage. Well, you know what? At least it was somewhat short. With Vanishing Gunkaroo, it's not 1 section. It's not 2 sections. It's 4. 5 if you include the boss fight. And none of those sections are short. The first half is dark. I am not a huge fan of dark areas, which is why I gave Kelp Forest from SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom such a hard time. None of those sections are fucking short. And because of X7's horrible load times, you're gonna find me being bored out of my way, be like, oh, why is this so long? Oh, but it gets worse than stage. His stage is the only one that has the ride armor, and they both suck. The first one is a melee ride armor, and it's probably the worst the series has ever gotten. You can barely tell what you're hitting at, and the only thing it's good for is to let you go through acid and save some of the Reploids. The second ride armor, it's the gun one, kind of like Storm Owls from X4, only worse. Because the projectile has piss poor power. And because of X7's awful camera, you're gonna find yourself struggling with the camera more than the actual ride armor. Oh, but I haven't even gone to his design. You know, a kangaroo for a Maverick really sounds like a cool idea, but like many of the ideas of X7, it was botched. Yeah, this concept art make him look like he's about to kick your ass, but he puts up one of the most frustrating and dullest fights in the entire game. You want to know why? Because it's not just one phase, it's two phases. He, I swear, has the most amount of health out of all the other 7 Mavericks. It's not like an X5 where after a certain amount of health, the next phase begins, kind of like with every single X5 Maverick. No, he has 2 health bars. One for the mech armor, and one when you actually fighting him. And he puts up one of the dullest fights. And him yelling out, or whatever he's saying, just gets annoying really fast. Even his stage music is so damn forgettable. And his weapon, I honestly think it's worse than Flameheart's because it's short, it's tiny, it's just a mini explosion, and it's worthless. There is absolutely nothing more I can say about this Maverick. There is nothing he gets right. Design, music, stage, boss fight, weapon, Vanishing Gunkaroo fails in all 5 categories. And that is why I think he is the worst Maverick in the entire series, not counting Command Mission. Whew. I'm finally done. I'm finally done with this freaking countdown. Took me a while to rethink my opinions, but I finally got it done with all 3 parts. But I still have more plans to do other 15 top 10 lists of one sort. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you think you have a top 15 worst Mavericks of your own, I'd love to cheer them what they are, but hey, everyone has their own opinions. Kind of like me. But regardless of such, I'll see you all in the next video. This is Flu Ninja, and I'm out of here.